Got it? Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Is everybody joined?
So why is the name coming in the last column in the
Sorting
in
it, I
that?
think so. LMN. It's sorting the headings, column headings.
Okay.
Any doubts? All right. Should we quickly revise what we did last time? And we'll have some fun today in terms of the hopefully you'll find it interesting because we'll get into the data visualization piece, so you might find that interesting. Okay, so let's quickly look at what we did last time, right? So we created a data frame last time, so let's look at a list. If I create a list, so I created this list, I can create a data frame from this. I can check the type. Spelling mistake. So this is a data frame of pandas, right? And I have, yeah, so if I just put DFL, I get something like this, right? And let's say if I make a data frame in the same way, so here instead of 0 to 11, right, I made it 1 to 12. So if I want to find the value of a particular element, so I am going to use this in double quotes. Nope, it's not giving me that. Why is not giving me that? Yeah, so I can use iloc in this way. I'm not sure why it's not taking that name. Ideally, it should take the name. Probably because I haven't given it as text. So let's try another one. So here I have given the name as a text. So I see ABC, right? I see that value. Here too. Yeah, there is no. So this is referencing the columns, which is why you see this first column is 0, which is why it is printing all these three values. Okay. So we saw that. We saw heads and tails, right? So so let's read this file first. We saw how to read a file. And when we print this, right, we can use iris.head. So it gives me the first 5 values. I can change this value to show 8 rows, 7 rows, whatever I want to write. It will show me that value in that sense. If I want to see the bottom values, I can use iris.tail. So it gives me this value. Okay. So I can actually just put iris.tail, it will show me the last 5 values. Alright. So we saw that. I'm not sure if you tried the write file. Did you try writing in a file? Did you try this assignment? Where is it? Did you try this? Create a data frame and write it to an output file? How many of you tried that? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, you did not understand the question. You did not understand this question. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so let's try that. This question, right, is telling me I have to create a data frame. So let's say I take this data frame, right? DF. I have this data frame which is of age and marks, right? I want to write this to an output file. So I do df dot write, right, yeah, or is it pd dot df dot write now? Yeah, not write df dot to csv, and I give the file name. Okay, so I give the file name as test123.csv. When I do this, it's written the file outside, and I go over here, right? See, this file is written over here. I can actually open the file and see it's written a csv file over here. So I see this file csv. Make sense? It's given me an output file. Earlier we were just reading the file, right? That command will help you write the file also. See this. Understood what that command did? See, it's done like this: age, marks, name, and for the serial number, it doesn't have any column. Name rather. Got it? Command it. So I can even write another file, right? I can write it to Excel if I want to. df dot to. So I see Excel dot Excel sx. So let's try this. So I see this Excel also here. So in this folder, I can open this Excel and see. All right. So now I see my data in an Excel sheet. Got it, folks? You understand Understood that? Anything else that you guys did not get? Did you try this one? Did you try this one? This is pretty easy actually. For reading this file, reading this Excel file, were you able to read the Excel file? Very good. Were you able to get all of these? Did you miss anything over here? Question 8I. Or radius is less than equal to 12. Okay, we'll do that. 1 second. So first, let's try and this one, right? Print rows if radius is greater than 23. This one, right? Okay. So let's first read that file. Okay, I've read the file. So first let's take I, then we'll take L. This one you didn't get, right? Last one.
Sir, both the parts actually, part I and part L.
Okay, L is easy actually. L is, so here I say pecan dot, actually instead of average you have to use mean. Got it? There is no function called average. There was a correction I had to do over here also. There was no function called average, it is mean. Make sense? Alright, so let's look at I. For I it was print rows if radius is greater than 23. So let's first look at pecan dot head. Okay, and now let's print pecan radius greater than 23. So you know, how is it? How is it? Nope. One second. I tried this also yesterday. Dot radius. क्यों नहीं दिख रहा? Okay. This is pecan dot radius greater than 23. This we got, and the other is or, right? Or radius is less than equal to 12. Did you get J? It's on the server, Google Drive. Here you go. You have to use this or symbol. So here radius is greater than 12 or less than equal to, radius is greater than 23 and less than equal to 12. Got it? In the same way, this j can be done. Okay, so here we want it is greater than 23 or less than equal to 10 and the diagnosis is equal to m. Okay, so I'll use this same thing. And so I've got only the m1s. Got it? Understood? So Python. So if you haven't accessed this Google Drive, right, I would suggest please try and access that because all the files are here. It's taking time to open up. So all the files are over here, okay? Hmm. Any other question we want to look at? Where was mine? Okay, खुल जा सिम नहीं खुल रहा है. All right. So let's look at some. So last time we had only looked at one type of for loop for your data frame, right? We looked at only one type of for loop using this itertuples. Okay. So there are quite a lot of other ways in which the for loop can be done. Why is it not opening, by the way?
So I cannot download anything
You
from your.
cannot. You're not able to download anything. You should be able to download it. You can't download it. Try from there. Try that link. Let's look at looping in pandas. Okay. So let's first create a data frame with this values. Can you create this data frame? Name, age, what is your stream and percentage? Can you create that? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Actually, I was waiting for you guys to finish that. Okay. So let's now look at using one way of looping, which is using the index attribute for a data frame. Okay. So for I in the data frame dot index, that is what we're going to use. For I in, so our data frame is dfd dot index. Okay. So if I say print, what am I going to write? Print. I'm going to write this name dot I. This is what I'm going to write. Okay. So print dfd, I put name and I. Okay. So literally if I print this value, right, dfd, this is basically how you index the value, right, dfd index, and I put 1 or 2. So it's giving me the name Larry. So in that same way, I'm just using this property of this data frame, and for I in this index, right, I get all the rows basically. For each row, I am printing the value of this particular column. So if I want, instead of this, I want to print the age, or rather if I want to print both name and I want to print the age as well. So I get this. Can you try this? Did you get this, guys? You created the data frame, right? This is a dictionary. Anybody got it? If you're facing any problem, let me know. Very good. Give me a minute. Let me get some water. Hi guys, I'm back. So yes, everybody got it or no? Very good, thank you very much. Okay, should I move to the next one? Yes. So how do I print for iloc, right? You know how to print for iloc, df.iloc. Here I am giving 0. So I get this, the first column. And I give age. How is it? Yes, iloc is 0. This is lock. So this is giving me the first row, first column. Okay. And using LOC, there I can use name. So I get the first name using LOC and then iloc. Okay. That's how you reference these data frames, right? We've seen that earlier. So in the same way, I can loop these values practically. Okay, I can loop this, and here we can use range. We can use range of, if I use range, right, and length of, let's say if I just use length of DFD, I'm getting 5. What does this 5 indicate? It indicates the 5 rows. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. There are 5 rows in this. And if I use range, print होगा क्या कुछ? Let's see. The range is 0 to 5. Okay, that is what I'm getting. The value from 0 1 2 3 4. That is the meaning of this range. So what I'm doing for is I in range of length of DFT. One second, let me just do this. DFD or LOC I comma name. Somebody had a question. ठीक है, MI. मुझे भी MI दिख. Who is this guest? Sorry, I can't make out the name. Yes, still. फिर गलती से मिस्टेक हो गया. Code. This is the code. Suspense. I wanted to keep that suspense. So yeah. Where up? More up? You got this one? Both of these? We had seen loc and iloc. There isn't much of a difference. It's just a way in which you can reference that data, right? We had seen that in last session only. Where did we see it? Yeah, so rows and columns, columns and names. This is what we had seen last time. So I can reference this bfd dot iloc, right? And I give 0. So I get the first row. Okay. If I do 0 to 1, I get it in this horizontal fashion. Okay. So here it says that it takes rows and columns. Okay. It takes rows and columns. If you see rows and columns, rows, columns. So here I can give comma and columns. Yeah. So it's just giving me the first column. Now if I change this 1 is to 2, I'm getting again still I'm getting the first column, but it's in a more structured manner. So here I'm getting 1 and 2 column, name and percentage. So if I make this 0, right, 0 to cancel, 0 to 3, it gives me these values. Basically I am using this logic of iloc to reference these values, and in the same way, right, I can use loc. So here it is rows and column names. Okay, so I give rows. If I give rows, right, so I can give 0. So I again see the first value. So 0 is to 2. I get these. Now in this, I want to print only the name column. So I get this. And if I give name comma age, now I get this column. Got it? I am using this logic of the data to loop through it. I am changing this value. I am changing only this value, this 0, 1, 2, and printing that value. Okay. So we saw this. We saw LOC. We saw iloc. We have iterrows. Okay. We have this one. We saw itertuples last time, right? We saw itertuples last time, right? Yes. So let's just quickly look at that itertuples. Yeah. So we have for row in yeah. No. Okay, my bad. I'm mixing two of them. Sorry, people. Yeah, so this is how the row prints. So in this row, now I can put dot index. So I'll get only that value. Instead of dot index, I can put dot age. So I get only the age. Now if I want all of them, dot age, comma row, dot name. So I get it in this way. And row dot percentage. Make sense? One second, guys. One second. Alright guys, did you get that? Did you understand this itertuples? So we have itertuples, and this was the last one remaining. So we have iterrows also. Okay, so this is a little different, but we'll try it. So here, right, for index comma row in this data frame dot iterrows, and now if I print this row name, I am printing these values. So for this index, it loops through the row. This row is changing basically. So if I change this age, I'm getting this value. Did you get that? It's a little complicated. There are multiple ways of looping this. Okay, there are multiple ways in which you can loop the data frame. So probably you can remember one or two and use the other as required. Now you have this. Understood? Any questions, folks? Somebody is typing. All right. Did you guys understand the for loops in Pandas? Iterrows, itertuples, iloc, lock, and index. Okay, the crow also wants to learn Python, by the way. 1 second. Hello. Okay. Should I move on to the next and fun part of today? Okay, cool. So now we are going to look at data visualization, very basic visualization of data in Python. Okay, so I am going to import a library. So I would request you all to import this library as well. And see if, I'm hoping you don't get any error. Just try that. Cool, no error, then good. Everybody was able to import this? Nobody got an error, right? So first of all, we're going to try and plot a line graph. So create two values, two lists. Okay, create two lists with whatever numbers you want. Okay, so we can use a numpy array also. I can use a numpy array in terms of so I have this array of numpy and I make y is equal to 3 times x. Okay. So y is 3 times x. So the first step is to use this PLT. Okay, this is the plot. So I write PLT dot plot and I give x comma y. Okay, when I do that, it's going to plot x and y. Hopefully it does. Zoom. So ideally, right, I ran this, but to show the plot, right, you should write plt dot show. So I don't get that mathematical symbol of matplotlib, right? I don't get this matplotlib symbol. One second, guys, I'm getting a call. Just a second. Hello. Hi, Dr. W. Hi guys. Sorry, I had to take that call by the way. Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Did you guys try this? Did you guys just try the plot? Yes. So let's change the color of this line. Okay, let's change the color of this line. The same line I'm going to plot and I'm going to write color is equal to green. So I get this color as green. Did you get this? Were you able to get the green color? You can try any other color by the way. You can try red. You can try red. Okay. Now the other aspect in this is the line style. Okay, let's try the line style also. I put line style is equal to, I put in double quotes like this. So I get these dotted lines. If I put star, कुछ नहीं होता, invalid है. Okay, so for dots, right, I am using this colon. So I get this dotted value. ये लो spelling गलत हो गया, sorry. Yeah, it's not visible. So what was the other one? Line width. So this is a number, okay. If I give 5, the line width changes. If I give 2, this increases, okay, and I can make this blue, so it's visible. Make sense? So these are parameters which you can pass when printing this, when showing this line graph. Did you get this? Everybody got this? No, I can even do this, 2 into x, 3 into y. I can even try it like this way probably. होता है क्या समझ में नहीं आ रहा. You see when I do this, right, this value, this y axis is changing. I just use the multiplication over here only to print that value. Okay. Now let's try and add these axes. So I have this. Now what I need to do before I do this show, right, I need to add anything else if I want to. So let's say I add a title. So I added a title to my graph. Okay, this is what I did by putting plt.title, my line graph. In that same way, I can put plt dot x label, x axis. So I get this x axis over here. And if I do plt dot y label, I get y axis over here. Got it? Those are, yes. Did everybody get this? I can even show the grid lines if I want to. I put this grid as true, so I get the grid lines. Okay guys, did you get that? Everybody got this? Cool. Now let's say I want to add another line graph. Okay, I want to add another line graph. You got this grid one also, right? If I want to add another line graph, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it, add another plot. I'm going to 2 into x, y into phi, make this color green, and I plot it. So I see the values printing. Okay. I can add a third line also. Cool, right? This is damn cool. What is the other one? We have everything. Yep, we have everything. Everybody got this, folks? You get it? Am I audible? Yes. Okay, cool. Should I move ahead? We'll move to. So life is very easy from here. We'll get to the bar graph.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, when I changed the color for the second line,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the result that I got in that the first line's color got changed.
Can you show me? Did you put it afterwards? Can you show me?
Yeah. So yeah.
You changed the line color for the first one, na? Cyan, you said. Just print one line
No,
and
I
see what. Just remove the second plot and see what happens.
yeah, now it is coming right. But when I put the second one, it's changing.
No, you see your line. What is the values of the first one? Check what are the values of the first one, right? X and Y. What are the values of X and Y? नहीं नीचे दिख रहा है ना आपको आपने ये प्रिंट किया ना between 30 and 10 it's there right
Okay.
and
Hmm.
what is the value that also you're getting that only between 30 and 10 the other values have increased which is
Oh,
why
yes.
it is showing it correctly only
Yeah, I got it.
okay alrighty then any other question folks और कोई विशेष टिप्पणी okay so let's try this bar plot okay so I'm just going to use X and Y only you can add a new if you want to something new plot dot bar okay so label let's say I put the value of y and I put x so I get this bar graph again I can put plot dot show so it becomes this way I want to add plot dot title it becomes my title and I can change the color got it the width should be able to change let's see is there a property like that yo it works so yes you can do it this way so x and y is the so the first column is your label value and then the values. If I make it x versus y, I change it this way. Understand? I am using this as a label. Okay. Let me first copy the value then. Then you'll understand. X is 1, y is this. This is x. This is my label in the bar plot, right? So if I take this value in Excel, I take this value as x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And y is into 3. Okay. Now here if I plot this bar graph, come on, it's not coming. No, sorry. I don't want a histogram. I wanted this. My bad. Here what happens is it is taking, I don't want this. Okay. So it is automatically taking these labels over here in this bar, right? If I change this data, my labels have to be, the series name is this is the values. Okay. And I want to change the labels. These are my labels. So if I change this value, right, to a, sorry, nothing. Please. Understood? This is the label. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So here also, if I change this x1 to, I make it A, comma, B, comma, whatever, C, comma, D, comma, E, comma, F. Okay, and y1 is equal to, no, I want this way. Understood now? A is this, B is this, C is this, D is this. Got it? Okay. Code is only this much. Everybody got this? So you can add the title and stuff over here, right? You can add whatever you want. I'm just putting any value, okay? I'm not, just to show that I can add something. Everybody got this? Horizontal, the vertical bar. Can you show me what error you're getting? I see a black screen. Screen is gone. Can you try sharing again? Can you share a screenshot? No, share a screenshot of the code. Everybody else got that? Is everybody else able to print this graph? Okay. Okay, so just one small change we'll do in this. What we have, right? One small change we'll do and we'll make it bar H. And it becomes a horizontal bar chart. Instead of bar, I'm using bar H. So I can do that for the earlier one also. So you can do plot dot bar H. You can do X comma Y. You know, I've tried this. This looks very funny. Doesn't this look fun? One minute, I have to open the door. Just give me a second. Okay, somebody's opened it. It just looks cool. I don't think it makes any sense to plot it this way, but I just thought. So basically, even if I plot a line chart on this side, it will do that. You see this line graph? Make sense? Everybody got this? I was just trying it. You can even print whatever other graph we'll learn now, right? You can even print it all in one if you want to, but it won't give you a good interpretation, by the way. So before you write plot dot show, right? Where is it gone? Before you write plot dot show, you can add the other graph also. So if I add y comma x, so here I have added two graphs over here, two bar graphs in the same. So ideally, if it is a, I haven't tried it with the other values in terms of dictionary or anything else. I've just tried it with this list. In the same chart on the right hand side, you want to add a chart. That's what I say. What do you say?
No, sir. When we suppose we have a graph in which we are comparing the number of males and females in a particular anything section. So at that time, how we have to like the male and female side by side. The bar graph is the bars are side by side.
So
In
let's can you tell me the data
um,
in
so
Excel?
for
Let's. So this is male. This is female. Is that what I say?
no. On there are two values of x, sorry, two values of y,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and
So
one is x, sorry, one is male and one is female.
hmm, that's what I say.
Yeah.
And what is the value of x?
So anything.
Like this.
Yeah. So commonly when we try to study the literacy in a particular state, literacy rate. So at that time we compare this way.
So I have x1 equal to x1 and I have y11 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50, 30, 50, 60, 70. Okay. So I know I can plot two.
So maybe we can keep different colors for both the graphs.
No, color तो automatically वो ले रहा है. I think it's this is how it looks like. Ideally, I would put this in this way. So it is not so easy to plot. I would say it's not so user friendly. There are a lot of good things you can do in this, but it is not so, as compared to Tableau or any other professional tool, right? It is not that simple.
Okay.
So this gives a better idea in terms of comparison. But I will try to check that there must be an option.
Excuse me, sir. How did you get it? Can you please tell?
How did I get this? Okay, one second. So the ask was, how do I create a graph like this, right? How do I create a graph like this, right? Not like equal to. Yes, this is the ask. How do I create a graph over there like this? So I am not sure how easy it is. There might be one parameter which we'll probably have to fix. I need to find that parameter. At this point of time, I don't know that parameter. So I just created these values at x1, y1, y2. So I created these values. X1 is equal to this, y1 is equal to 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and y2 is equal to 20, 30, 50, 60, 70. So first I plotted a bar graph, which is this value. Okay. Against that same x, I plotted a line graph. Before the show, right? If I put this, I'm going to get both those graphs in the same plot. Make sense? So let me check if I get, there must be a parameter in this. So there are over here quite a lot of options, but you require to make some values. So I'll have to check this. I'll check that and let you know by next time. Okay, because I haven't tried that. I hope that's fine. So I'll try and figure that out. Okay. So we've seen the bar plot. Now let's look at the scatter plot. Alright. Let's look at the scatter plot. So in terms of scatter, right? So you just have plot dot scatter and I put x comma y. I just get the scatter plot. So again, the color can be changed. Everybody got this scatter plot? Okay. So let's go to a histogram. So, all right. Let's go to a histogram. So read the iris file. If you have, I don't think we read it today, right? So read the iris file. And what we're going to do is plot dot iris dot histogram. Plot dot histogram. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So what I've done, I've just used plot dot histogram from the iris file, right? I am taking the, so if I take iris underscore head, not underscore head, dot head. Okay, I have these values and I'm plotting a histogram for this sepal length. Instead of sepal length, I can use sepal width also. So it gives me the distribution by using 5 bins. So you know what is histogram, right? Everybody knows what is histogram? Very good. I can even make this better length actually. Alrighty then. Everybody got it? So now we look at the box plot. You know what is box plot? So this is how the box plot looks like. Okay. So here I'm using the data frame, not the value plot. So right, it tells you what is the within what range is this petal length kind of segregated. Right, you can easily see for this particular variety of setosa, the petal length is between so and so value. For this, the petal length is between this value, and for this, it is in this value. it doesn't look so great, right? This box slot doesn't look that great. Okay, can you show me what error you're getting? Nope, we don't. What is the spelling of length? It takes some time actually. You should put, yeah, it doesn't, it normally should. Alright. So there is a better way of doing this, right? You can use this import cbond, that is another package. And in that, there is a better uh, version of the box plot actually. Yep, they showed it opposite, but this looks much better than the earlier one, right? This looks much better. For this, in this SNS, one second, please see. Second. I don't think you need to do anything. So this is not doing anything. I just had to put this value. Can you try putting a variable in front of this? Can you share your screen? Or share a screenshot? I only see a black screen. Nope, it's all black. Can you send a screenshot? That might be easier. You don't need to add AX actually, just remove that AX and just without the AX nothing comes. Ideally something should come. Can you try
I
this
did that.
another?
It doesn't.
Can you open another Jupyter notebook
Yeah,
page
I'll
and
try.
try that? So the last one is we are going to try a pie chart. Okay, so here you need value and labels. Okay, we had what had we created earlier? X1 and Y1 we created, right? Okay, so if I do plot dot pi x1 comma y1, oops, what is this value? What is this? So this is a pie chart which looks very flattened, right? So in order to change this, I can do a figure and fix size. Why is it not showing? You'll have to install Cbond. So type this message. So first install that and then try that. I don't know why I'm not getting a proper circle. What did I do wrong? It's supposed to become a proper circle. You're getting a circle, Reti?
Yes, sir. Uh, with the first code only, I'm getting the proper circle. I didn't have to put the second one also.
Let me try with this. Yes, give me a minute. Let me paste that code. Okay, this is what I did wrong. Now it comes. Yes, I put that above because I need to change this figure before. If I do it here, right, it doesn't take that. I need to put it above. So this is very small. If you want a parallelogram like that, this is fine. Cool. Everybody got it? Did you, Vivek, did you get? Were you able to install Cbond? Jill, the earlier one ran or no? Earlier code. Okay, cool. So try this. Lot.show. There is no relationship with that actually, because this is SNS, that is another thing. So I don't know. Must be something related to it. Interesting. All right. So everybody got this also, pie chart? Yeah. Okay. So practically, right, when you look at Python, other than I mean, there are a lot of other things in Python, but this is the basic, these are the basic elements which you need to know in terms of NumPy, Pandas, the basic for loop and stuff, what you have done, right? List, tuples, and whatnot, whatever all we have done, right? Dictionaries and everything. So now we will look at we will look at four specific machine learning algorithms next time. I mean, not next time, one day we'll take up one particular machine learning algorithm and we'll try and understand that and how do we implement that in Python. Okay. So that will give you a good idea in terms of how do you really use Python. There are a lot of things you can do in Python, but this gives you a very basic idea in terms of what are all the elements which are there in Python at a very basic level. So again, you can try these assignments. I'll try and give you more assignments which combine all of the other elements. So primarily, right, you would want to use data which is there in a file. You can even connect to a database for that matter, but we haven't done that. uh, if you want, we can try one of those elements in terms of how do I connect to a database, but there you need to know SQL, which is why I haven't considered that at this point of time. Any questions, guys? So like you have these packages, right, for NumPy and everything, there's a package for a data science model, for linear regression, logistic regression. There's a separate package for all of them. Okay, so we'll look at those next time. Any questions from anybody? So I would request all of you to, if you haven't done these assignments, right, I would request you to create a folder. So Repti has already done that, very good, but it's empty. So I would request you to create the folder over there and start putting your assignments over there. Okay, from 1 to 6. Okay, cool. Any other questions, guys? कोई विशेष टिप्पणी? Alrighty then, I will upload the video in some time. Thank you, folks. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, I will. I will. They should be here actually. They would be here. If it's not there, I will upload it. Yeah, I'll upload them. It's not there. I'll upload them. Bye bye.